Yeah, yeah. DC Zone, Smoke D. Oh yeah. In the club, baby. Come on.
Players come to play, ballers come to ball. Women come to flirt, and groupies do it all. The haters come to fight, and throw them out the club. These people come to party, everybody show some love. Players come to play, ballers come to ball. Women come to flirt, and groupies do it all. The haters come to fight, and throw them out the club. These people come to party, everybody show some love.
Smoke D, tip the dub, now I'm up in the club. Ladies scream my name straight, showing some love. My cousin in the corner gave a brother some dap. He can talk a fool to death, but I ain't trying to rap. Walk to the bar, but you know I don't drink. A ginger ale and ice, I'm feeling alright. Had some Bama at the table, sleep drunk as a skunk. Hennessy was in this cup, then he's throwing it up. Checking out the ladies coming up to the door. My favorite jam's on, so I'm up on the floor. Doing a little something with this cutie I know. Trying to see if I can take her home for sure. The night is still young, but I'm playing it cool. And hoping these Bammers don't be acting a fool. You only live once, is how we living it up. You know that's how we do it when we up in the club. Come on.
Players come to play, ballers come.
Hello. Welcome to the GULLUH radio show. Today in studio, I got a guest I'd love for you to get to know. Live and direct and full effect. It's T.Lucas. That's T.Lucas, baby.
What's going on, y'all? Glad to be here, man. Thank you.
All right. So what's up with you, T.Lucas? What you got going on, man?
Ain't too much, man. You know, just got this new project called Fall of the Empire.
Fall of the Empire.
Yeah, it's a little deep, but we gonna get it. We gonna get to it.
Well, you know what to do. Oh, so drop that video.
This how my day goes. I'm in a beige robe, listening to days low while I'm counting some pesos. Like I'm Jeff Bezos, never change when he up in the Range Rover, ducking undercovers and police will be watching in plain clothes. Better get made cold when they jam you up on that state road, and they better defend it or get your case closed. Hasta luego. Hottest church in Caicos, heard the straight flows, place a blow like Boston, George, and Diego. I need payroll for my paid shows, so you a-hoes get off my Weibo. College is kidding like Play-Doh and Legos. I may go insane on my brain lobe is fuego. Tomato, potato, potato. I bomb 'em like NATO when y'all in the way. So stop all of them fables. A lot of you haters whipping. I am highly capable to rock and cradle. I'm not an angel, so it ain't a game to say I lost the halo. And you don't wanna dance, it's not the tango with a Macarena on salsa lingo. When it comes to bars, I got a lot of ammo. You could take a chance, but I'm a shark that gamble. I got they heart steady beating like Kano.
So what's up? Back again. I like that. That's freestyle, man. You gotta check that out on his Instagram or YouTube or something. You got a lot of videos, man. So what's up with that joint? I love that joint, man. I like your flow, man.
Appreciate you, bro.
Good gracious, man. And not only that one, he got a lot of stuff out there. I just like your concept of your video, the concept of ball. So tell me about that, man. What's that video about?
Well, I mean, first and foremost, I try to just be very creative with everything that I do. I try to make it like a buffet. You know what I'm saying? People to eat from. You won't get some of the street stuff. You won't get some of the conscious stuff. You won't get some music that you can just clean your house to. But where I come from with the music, just in itself, is everything is real expressions from myself. You know what I'm saying? My life, like what I go through on a day-to-day basis.
Okay. I want to talk about your production skills. Okay. Now, you wear all the hats in your videos. You produce, you edit, I guess you write, right? And yeah. You do your own music.
I make my own treatments. I usually come up with the idea. And even if I'm not sure, I can't shoot it myself when I'm rapping. Right. But, I let the cameraman know, hey, let's get it from here. Let's try this. Even if this don't work, let's just try it. Right. You got an idea? All right, let's do it. So I'm open to all creativity, but I have the basic vision.
Right. And that's what I noticed. And also like 40 is the one that introduced me to you, right?
Oh man, 40.
Good dude, right?
Shout out to 40.
What's up, 40? Yeah. So he was like, hey, gee, because he seen one of my movies or whatever, and then you came around one day. I think I seen you but never got introduced or something, and he was like, man, that dude right there, I'm like, okay, cool. So he kept like hounding me like, G, that nigga, I'm telling you right. So I looked at one of the videos you did, and I just looked at it, and I was
sweet and sour.
I don't remember which one, and I think he said this one's not on YouTube enough. And this is just something that I don't know. But so I was like, man, that's tight. You know I got an eye for talent, man, in production. And I said, that's tight. So then I seen another joint, and I was just blown away. And I was like, I told him, I said, man, I like him. Once I ever get started, you know, with my shooting again, I'm gonna use you for my DP. I told him that early. I'm director of photography. I'm gonna use you. Anything I'm trying to do, when you get that call, it's me. I'll be like, Shorty, you ready? I told you that.
That's a blessing, bro. Like if you do that, like, you know, I mean, let's see where it goes.
Okay, yeah. But anyway, so getting back to 40 introduced me to it, and I like, you know, I like his conception of his video. It's just like real. It's like human. It's like a real dude. You know what I'm saying? Real worldly type of content in your video. Mm-hmm. I mean, how do you do that, man? Did you go to school? I mean, like, did you just dabble in it and like you do everything, man? Like,
so you know where I attribute it from? You know what I'm saying? My mother and God rest his soul, my father. Like, I come from a Guyanese background, so they're very articulate and they speak like what's it called? The King's English. So it's very proper. So I used to get made fun of when I went to school. Why you speak like that? You ain't black. Why you know what I'm saying? So then after a while, I focused that towards my schooling, but I also realized it was a benefit because at the same time that I can speak proper and I research things well and articulate things well, that I can apply that to the rap. And that's where I get my rapping skills, the words I use, my patterns, my cadence. Like, I studied when I was in literature class, so I made sure that I got all of that. And now I know assonance, consonants, what a simile is, what a da-da-da-da-da-da. I don't want to bore y'all, but that is very important, is learning what you need to learn in order to excel in the field that you in. That's it. And I applied it to my life. And I put my 10,000 hours and I put like 100,000 hours.
See, you gotta put the time, the money, and the time. Yeah, and he's a rhythm of poetry artist. Basically, that's
right.
it.
I like that.
Hey, I'm saying that's what rap means, rhythm and poetry. And when you on that, like,
it's not just words.
It's not just words, man. They mean something, and he stressed different words in his. You know, different words. It's like acting, you know, you got to stress different words. It's written a certain way, to be stressed a certain way, emphasis on different words. And, but yeah, I like his concept of his videos, man. And like I said, I can't play all the video on here, but that means, you know, our likes and our subscriptions have really helped us in this business.
Definitely smash that like button if you like the content that you're seeing right now. My man Gary GULLUH, he's the truth, he's authentic, you know what I'm saying? He's just dope at what he does, man. But because of that, I wanted to give you something, man. I come bearing gifts, you know what I'm saying? So this we gonna get into this in a second. This the Fall of an Empire, the Fallen King logo, right? But we gonna get into that. Here's you know what I'm saying? Here's a water bottle for you. This no cap. It's yours. You know what I'm saying? And just a little bit of paraphernalia, you know what I'm saying? You could download definitely.
Fall of an Empire,
yeah.
That's some deep stuff.
Boom.
All right.
This is you can download the album for free if you just click on the back on the QR code, you know what I'm saying? Click on the QR code. And then, you know, a sticker or two to, you know, put up in the studio or whatever and let them know I grace the place with my face, you know what I'm saying?
See that, man? It's amazing, man.
Fall of an Empire.
It's a Fall of an Empire. I think we got something on that later in the show. Wow, I appreciate it, man.
You're welcome, bro. Thanks for having me.
Good. Where you from, man? I mean, where did you grow up? I mean, you from the city here? I mean, where did you, how was growing up? You said, you know, I know you went to school, you educated, but you got a little, you know, something extra.
Well, I ain't finished college or nothing, but I definitely, I did 1 year of college, then I dropped out to really pursue my dream, but the start, like I said, I was born of Guyanese parents. I was born in Brooklyn, New York. So I'm not a native Washingtonian, but I've been here since the age of 5, so I consider myself a native Washingtonian. Then, you know, I went through the typical ups and downs, went to school, and kind of like in between the hood, not really the hood, like around Forest Creek and, you know, Capitol Heights, where I'm still at right now. So it's not the city, but it ain't, you know, way out in like Chesapeake, Maryland or something either.
We know how that is. The surrounding areas, the surrounding area, man.
Right, but it's all DMV anyway. So, you know, then I said I wanted to go to college, but I ain't really finished because the passion for rapping, it really, I knew that was my passion. I knew that words is how I could affect people emotionally, and I wanted to do it in a good way. And that's why my mantra is, I'm gonna be a highly skilled, highly paid rapper / entertainer who affects the world in a positive way through my music. And that's what it is. And not on no corny shit neither, just on some direct, like, this is my real life, this is how I feel about it, and I'm gonna give it to the people. You know, even similar to something controversial that happened recently with Kanye talking about how he felt about, you know, different communities that that he really wanted to voice his concerns about. I feel like if you have something in you need to get it out, and you need to address the elephants in the room and not just be quiet. We've been quiet for way too long. Now, I'm not siding with anybody's particular view in this interview, but just know that if you listen to my album, you will understand where I'm coming from, and you will see what I'm saying as far as that change that needs to be met in society for us, for hip hop. Hip hop is the #1 music in the world right now. So you can't tell me that we can't say the truth too, that we just gotta be doing one side of what we believe. It never used to be like that. So, you know what I'm saying? That's what I'm here to do too. I'm here to speak the truth. That's the first letter. My name is T, and it stands for truth. So
There was messages in our music. Like Earth, Wind, and Fire, the Isley Brothers, and all of these old artists from the 60s and 70s, the Marvins, and there was messages, man. And that message has been distorted. And I'm a Generation X, and we're the last hope. We have to fight. I mean, we have ran out of freedom fighters in our generation. There's a few left, and we condemn our freedom fighters sometimes. And we need to recognize who our enemies are, and also know who they is. We use the word they a lot. They identify they, and stop saying they doing this or they hold me back. You gotta identify who they is. But on that note, congratulations. I heard you had a little boy or a little girl, a boy, a baby or something.
yeah, I had a boy. You know what I'm saying? I'm somewhat of a private kind of guy. You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
But yeah, I did have a child recently. And I'm gonna leave it right there. You know what I'm saying? Give us time to, you know, room before any pictures are seen.
I got you. I just wanted to say congratulations. I can share some God with you or something. That's wonderful.
I appreciate that.
But
If I can just piggyback on what you just said.
okay.
Our freedom fighters, we got some, but I feel like the thing is, in these times we living in, they so chaotic that the freedom fighters look like the bad guy, and the bad guys look like they're actually the good guys. So what I mean by that is like the guy named like I talked about Kanye before. People think he's crazy. He was saying anti-Semitic stuff. I do believe that he was saying that the industry is controlled by a certain set of people, and that is the truth. So we're not going to sugarcoat that.
Right. We all know that.
But then there's this guy named Charleston White, right, who also says very dramatic and harsh things. But I feel like he's here to shake people up, because sometimes the good guy don't look like the bad guy. And we've been so conditioned to keep everything smooth that, you know, I'm not saying I align with everything Charleston White is saying, but what I am saying is that sometimes to shake things up, you're gonna have to look like the bad guy, but for real, you the good guy, if that makes sense.
That's called shape shifting.
Okay.
That's called shape shifting. That's called figure shifting, man. And that's in politics. Shape shifting, man. That's called. That's exactly what that is.
Okay, because I've heard of code switching.
Yeah, the shape shifting is taking on that physical image, but you shift it into some type of like demonic type of actions or mentality. Shape shifting. that's what you mean by some of us look like the good guys, and they really the bad guys, and the bad guys actually the good guys. Well, the bad guys shapeshift into looking like a good guy.
Right.
And you're right, we have been conditioned as, people to not only that, it's just that we lay down means we just accept these agendas, we never fight. Back to the Newtons, the Huey Newtons, and the Black Panthers and the Angela Davis, they wasn't condemned for standing up. They was greeted and they had support. But now those same freedom fighters that we have in our generation, so when they stand up to anything, they're condemned by us, the support. So, like I asked, who are those freedom fighters that are left that aren't conditioned, who's out the box, who have nothing to lose by?
Well, anybody who stand up against an oppressive system is going to be met with opposition, right? So the thing is they're out there, but they're being silenced, or there's confusion that is put in the realm of what they're saying. Who's the master of confusion? Okay, so it's being misconstrued and shapeshifted, if you will, in order for us to not really see the purity and the potential in that person. And that's where this new album comes into play. That's a great, that's a segue to the new album, The Fall of an Empire, which is, exactly the message that I wanted to give people.
Okay, well, why don't we just take a look at some of that? I think we got that queued up. And if you will also drop that video.
If you look at his clear path to what the future is, for real. We falling, cause we falling on hard times, we falling. Cause it's the fall of an empire, we falling. I guess cause it's the fall of an empire, we falling. That's right, we falling. For what the media keeps saying, they falling asleep. I got Lord help me, it's bleak. They ain't got nothing in prisons. All we learn is the streets. They say that talking is cheap. I say war for no reason. Politics then there's treason. Cause you might get infected. Pharmacies getting richer. While your wife get injected. They choosing who gets elected. I swear we losing direction. They don't care who gets arrested. Our favorite mood is depression. Because we slipping under just a bunch of different numbers of doing druggers. Just look around how they up. Cause we falling on hard time. Cause
So tell me about this video.
So that video is basically about let me just kind of actually give you an overview. When I did this album, the album really was about everything that I saw that's going on: racial inequality, social injustice, police reform, coronavirus was present, and that's at the time that I started making this project. And when I really started writing the songs, because they were coming from me, like I said, they're organic and what's going on a day-to-day basis with me, I really started to see that we falling. And this image right here, that the king is falling, is that whatever you thought was the construct to your society, it's breaking apart. Inflation is going through the roof. Gas prices is going crazy. And everybody wants to say, oh, well, that's what's that joint? Like a anarchist, end of the world type of mentality.
Conspiracy theory.
Conspiracy theory, right, that's it. But when are we gonna wake up and actually understand that all of these crazy things are happening? Biblical plagues is happening on the earth. Monkeypox, so all I'm saying, without having to go into the gravity of all of those, because I touch on that basically in each song on the album.
I understand.
On a smooth level though, you can still digest it, you can still sit back, listen to it, vibe with it. But I'm letting you know that things are never gonna be the same way that they was before. Shit, people's jobs, just the regular thing, like you going to a job. Now, what is it called? The Great Resignation? So everybody kind of got fired or left work, and people are now like, man, I can work from home. Shit, I work from home. So the way that people are interacting in society because of these things that are happening and have happened. Shit, you got war with Ukraine and Russia. A lot of major things are happening, and I put it into this album to try to let people know where we're headed if we don't change the trajectory of where we're aiming at right now.
And how we think. You gotta change the trajectory of how you think. It's like we have lost control of our minds. Like our minds have been like distributed. Now we can distribute hate to wherever you want to distribute it to.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's like a distribution of hate. Like we don't even have our control of our own minds, not our core, who we are, and our grounded, foundations. Again, the messages and the musics, man, was vicious back in the day, because as a young man growing up, I had a lot of male role models, female too, but I had a lot of male role models, and they passed down all the messages and information. They were our conspiracy theories. They were our freedom fighters. So Generation X, we looked up to them. And you know, now we have the music, we can't pass nothing. We don't control nothing. But our people, we don't export nothing. We're just consumers. We're the ultimate consumers. We buy everything. We buy mentalities, thoughts, images, identities, you know.
But that's what I'm trying to export, is positive imagery to change the world through my music in a good way. You know what I'm saying? And that's why the fall of the empire, we need to pay attention at the least. Because how you said change people's thoughts, right? The first thing is to even just get inside of their head.
Right.
To be like, hey, check this out though. You see how that happened over there? And you know, we kind of falling. Because we falling on hard times. We falling. Because it's the fall of the empire.
That's the hook right
We
there.
falling for anything.
Gotta go to YouTube.
For what the media keeps saying.
There you go.
So if you insert the thought first, then they can have some type of, you know, a little seed that may grow there. Some people, the seed won't grow. It's not fertile soil. But that's what my mission is. And I know that's my mission. You know what I'm saying? I don't need to take over the
No, this is your space. This is what you're here for,
This is
man.
my profession, I rap, so I'm gonna rap a lot.
Right. My people need to know who you are. I told you I know some dynamic people. And my platform is to highlight you and just that. And yeah, again, man, your dynamic style of telling your story. That's why you gotta go to T.Lucas, Fall of the Empires on YouTube. And look, you got a lot of different videos. I seen the joint you did with the 1820 joint when you was in the field.
Yeah.
With the you know, the little not love story, but it was like you know, an interaction between slaves and slave men.
It's a real life story. I know the joint. That's the one I asked you about initially.
Okay.
Called Sweet and Sour.
Sweet and sour, that's what it was.
Because
See, I'm on top of it, man. Y'all
yeah,
got
definitely. Your research. I appreciate it.
You know, go, baby. That's what we do here, you know.
But that one was more about like sometimes things is gonna be sweet in life, sometimes they're gonna be sour, but that's life. And that's another video that I, directed, produced.
That's what I'm saying. Y'all gotta go see his concepts and how he can depict his story and the words he used. You gotta be a lyricist. It's one thing to be a rapper, but a lyricist with a nice hook and a dope beat, man, and some nice melodies, some chords, maybe a little guitar. Look, man, there you go. That's the song right there.
You know what's crazy? That's good to have all of that. But if you ain't touching the people, it means nothing.
Right.
So to be honest, what I would say is like, touch the people first, no matter how you do it.
Gotcha.
And if you can do that, then you might have a shot in this game.
That's right.
But if you can't do that, then you're gonna get washed completely away.
Get washed up, man. Rapping is only for a minute. And if you don't like cross over and evolve, like, you really gotta, like you say, you gotta pay money, you got time,
Yes.
And it's not a game. It's the number one. I mean, that's the worst, the most dangerous job in America is rapping.
Yeah, definitely.
Like, man, like
again, touching on that, R.I.P. to Takeoff. You know what I'm saying? Like,
R.I.P. to a lot of you guys.
the politics in this game is very, how can I put, treacherous. It's very treacherous. And if you don't really navigate the proper way, it's only a couple people who really made it to some degree of like what we would call success and like, even being comfortable. I ain't even saying millions.
Right.
It might be hundreds of thousands, but you have family, you gotta sacrifice everything for this game. Your time, your body, your health, your mind, so it's very treacherous. And again, we gotta just pay attention to what's going on in the world, what we consume, musically especially, because it does program us, as well as where we headed, like what you want to do with your life.
Right.
Like you said, I just had a child, so I'm thinking about, it's my first son. So I'm actually thinking about how I could change things up in order to set things up for him in the future. You know, we gotta think about real estate, or at least at the least, just like investing. It takes nothing to invest in a stock. And you gonna lose at first, but then you gonna win later.
Exactly.
But the secret is, if you wanna keep something from a nigga, put it in a book.
Gotta read. You gotta know how to read between the lines.
Right,
when you
right.
read that.
Right.
But yeah, generational wealth for your children, that's what Nolan Amari is about. He had his shirt, and Nolan Amari is a brand, that's another brother, that's Big Beats. So he got, you know, that's what he's talking about, man, generational wealth for your children. But yeah, man, it's been cool, man. I mean, anything else you wanna say when we wrap up, man? How can my viewers and your fans get in touch with you?
I wanna say that, you know, I definitely I got something for you to wrap your mind around, but I'll definitely wrap you under the table. Stop playing with me. It's T.Lucas. 2023 is my year. I'm giving y'all a lot more content than I gave y'all this year. And expect to hear a lot more from me, man. You know, and other than that, me saying that, that's all I got to say. So check out The Fall of an Empire.
This is real, y'all. I checked it. This is real. Like, go check this video out, man, and everything. And just like the one the freestyle joint. Finish the rest of that one, man, and watch how he flow, his content, the way he put his videos and his stuff together. Like I said, you're gonna DP anything from me once I get, you know, back in the production of some of my films. And I would like to work with you. You again can direct somebody. You can direct somebody, you know, shoot what you want, like you did 40 went up there. He said, I shot this video, I'm like, and I looked at it, it was great. And I was like, oh, I'm good director too. Yeah, see, there you go. And you use the bare minimum to get the maximum out of what you do, man. And again, man, we try to get paid, man. We try to get paid on the direct dollar show. So my production friends, whatever, y'all know what it is, man. Let's collaborate and do something and get that money. Let's make DC the next hub of entertainment, okay? Yeah. So thanks, T.Lucas, for coming through, big dog.
Appreciate you, homie.
All right, man. We're gonna tell. That's right. He will be back definitely in another 6 months. So he will be back.
Yeah, we'll be back.
But we're gonna take a quick break, y'all. Be right back. show. Today in the studio, I got a second guest I would like for you to get to know. Miss Annico Annan.
Yes.
Annico Annan. Looking lovely, ain't she?
Finally say it right. I'm just playing. I'm just messing.
So thanks for coming to my show. How are you today?
Everything's great. They call me Ask Annico. That is my name on the streets, or Nico Annan. I'm doing really good.
Asian.
Oh. What, I mean, you want me to just start? Like,
No, I mean, tell me about yourself.
Okay. You said how I'm doing great.
Well, that's good, but still, you are a very dynamic young lady, and I like my audience to know who you are.
Okay, great. Well, my name's Annico Annan. Originally representing the GH Black Star in the building. So like, hey, you see this too. Hey. So I'm Ghanaian. For all those who don't know what Black Star is. But you should know. But anyways, messing with you. But yeah, my friend's from Ghana originally, and I grew up in Silver Spring, Maryland. And I am an artist. I'm a few things. I write. I'm a writer. I'm an actor. I podcast. I can beat your face. I'm a makeup artist. I do hair. Fitness. I'm definitely into the fitness. I also, I'm an actress. What else? Hair, makeup. I know how to shoot pictures. Photographer. I went to school for liberal arts, radio, TV, and film. I'm an on-air talent, personality. You have a
podcast.
That's me in a nutshell. Big nutshell, right? No pun intended.
That comedian.
I mean, just by default. But I think I'm gonna try it. I'm telling you, you were like, you should try it.
That money, stand up.
I'm telling you. No, I'm telling you.
A mic and a stage and a mic.
Yes.
But you got a podcast too.
Yes, I have a podcast. The podcast is called Ask Annico. We're just talking about basically, like I said earlier, I'm known in the streets. Ask Annico, we talk about how people use their gifts to elevate others. So, and then we implement it into strategies that we talk to people about that they can use in their life to elevate themselves. So it's a self-development podcast that's entertaining, will have you laughing. We're in there, we're out there, you get a message, you're like, yeah, ooh, you're feeling good, and you're pumped and you're ready to go. And then we come back and see you another time. And in between that, I do like a minute of that. So Ask Annico 1 minute. They're on my Instagram, where I just highlight a life skill and I just talk to you for a minute and like give you some advice on how you can do it.
Life coach, inspirational speaker. Come on.
By default.
Yeah.
But I mean, I'm using the gifts that God gave me to elevate other people.
That's good.
But yeah, the podcast you can find on YouTube. It's on my Instagram. Annico Annan. I'm sure it'll be running underneath here so you guys can check it out. The link will be under there so you can check it out.
And you got a like, and you got some shit.
I'm telling you, and you better be already subscribed to this channel before you go on my channel. Yeah, you gotta like and subscribe and share the content if you get something from it, because trust me, you're gonna get something from it. We talk about all kinds of things. Just name a topic: action, strategy, discipline, focus, vision, resilience, all the things that you need to implement in your life to keep going towards your ultimate dream or goal.
Okay. Yeah. Interesting. Okay.
So ask me something. It's Ask Annico. Ask me a question.
Give me some examples of like some people that have benefited from your coaching or your inspiration.
Okay, well, the show originally was on radio. So I had it on an internet radio station that's called Blazing Radio. Blazing Radio. So it was a live show. It had a clock and a format with music, had intro, outro. It still has a lot of animation. Like, you gotta check it out, it's dope. But I had a lot of listeners, and I mean, I had a wide range of audience. So like, as far as like people who have been touched, I mean, our audience has touched people as young as 15, 16, up to 55, 65 years old. I've had people inbox me, people message me. I have friends that I send these videos to that help them. Everybody needs encouragement, even people who are doing well. Everybody, yeah. We gonna give it to
It's
you,
never
Gary.
a dull moment.
I'm telling you, we're gonna give it to you, Gary. We all need encouragement. I'm just gonna touch it. But that's energy. Because energy is important. So like with the gifts that God's given me, I just put my natural energy into them, and anything I do, I believe touches and helps people. I'm also an actress. I've been in web series. I've been on film. I write.
Okay,
in some
give
process
me
now.
some of them web series. Also,
Okay,
I
so-
went on an audition recently.
Oh, today
That was today.
and yesterday. Shout out to Mega Minds Media in the building there from the DMV. If you guys don't know who Mega Minds is, come
There
on,
you go.
you gotta get with it. They've had movies on HBO, BET Plus, like these, they're dope. A black-owned company. Shout out to CEO Azarel, like they are really dope. You gotta check them out. So I auditioned for them yesterday,
Okay.
and it was so exciting. Talk about vision. I saw some projects they did, and I was like, yo, I'm gonna audition for these people. Then with that vision, God started putting people in my path that got me closer to these people. Come to find out, you know how they say like 6 degrees of separation? Within my network, I had people that kind of knew them. So then I started sending my materials, and I just stay connected with them. I auditioned for them on, on Instagram, all kinds of things. Like these are like major productions. This is not like a local independent production. It's like a movie.
In this area here.
That's big.
So,
Yeah, they're from the
again,
DMV.
this area is gonna be the next hub of entertainment in this country, guaranteed. About a year or two. It was going before the pandemic, but in about a year or two, when we catch up to ourselves, watch, we're gonna have everybody here. All the decision makers, all the green lighters, all the entertainment attorneys, and the network executives are gonna be looking for content from here.
Definitely.
So get your stuff in gear, get your stuff together, get serious about this business. Stop letting outsiders come in here and tell us what to do. Let's get this money.
Yes, but everything he said, and he's right, times 10. But yeah, you're right. So like I auditioned for them yesterday, that was dope. It was for a film, and I went in the room, and I was reading for the part, I had prepared myself, and then obviously I'm like, touch the people.
Really?
Yes, because after I delivered, she was like, wait, come, can you see this line right here? And I was like, she's like, do you have time? I was like, of course I have time. So I took the paper and I'm like, I read the line. And like as an actor, like you're supposed to like give yourself a moment to like, see things.
That's a freebie, yeah.
Yeah, that's like a tool that we use.
Right.
Acting is not simple. Everyone thinks it's just like real simple. It's not. It's definitely a craft. Just like what you do, what I do, it's a craft. So boom, she's like, read that line. She was like, oh, I love that. She gives me the sides, and I go back in the hallway, and they call me for another role. Vision. I'm telling you, people, it's destined. Then today I had an audition for another company for TV series. They're gonna be shooting here in Maryland.
Wow.
Yeah, so like there's a lot of stuff going on here. But I also audition for things like out of there. Because sometimes
That's
you do
key.
have to leave that.
You gotta get out of here.
Yeah, you still gotta get out of your comfort zone. Yes. You become that big fish in that small pond, and then you go to that big old pond, and you're like a little fish, but you're really not a little fish.
You're not, you know why? You know why? Because in the mid-90s, I did that. When the California set up, me and a few guys that did the movie End of the Winter with Roosevelt Productions.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, we left out of here and went to LA, man. Malachi Malik, me and Antonio Arnold, and a few other people. We bought the real Vaughn Vito. We set up, man, and I got out there last. And you're right.
Wow.
Yeah, a little fish in a big pond, but when you from DC and you go to places like that, you're like, Shorty, I know you're not from New York. Where you from? People won't be around you.
Yes.
You just, the energy, you gravitate to them. We wear New Balance, so they like, you from DC? Like, yeah, you know, you got that New Balance.
Yo, that happened to me when I was in LA too. Like, you're so right, the West Coast vibe is different than the East Coast vibe. It's way different. They definitely, and they're not used to things looking real, because they were just like,
It was a lot of fluff out there.
yeah, they're like, are you real? I'm like, yeah.
It was like Mars. Not saying nothing about it, but I realized.
There is, but I'm like, everyone should go.
But this, yeah, everyone, but this is what I realized. I got out there, oh man, it's like 1982 out here, they are so behind. And then I get back to DC for a while, but I realized they was maybe 10 years ahead as far as their economy and where things was going as far as, you know, and, you know, you had to be out there to live that. But that's where you had to go. Back then, you had to go to LA or New York or something. But now, it's going to be.
Oh yeah, but like definitely, like you were saying, you definitely still have to broaden your brand and put yourself, as an actor, you have to put yourself in different markets because, the numbers don't lie. We all know about the numbers. So you have to be where there's the most amount of productions going on, or at least have your face out there so that you can eat.
Mm-hmm.
You don't want to eat.
Central Casting.
From this art.
I was in Central Casting. Central Casting will call you up every month.
Okay.
They on production.
Oh, yeah.
And you get filed in there. They're like, oh, come in. I had somebody was like me, and every month I was in different sets, getting paid in that check. You just gotta put that, like you said, put yourself out there, get the pictures out there, or whatever. Pay a little money if you got to, but
Well, you're not paying money.
Well,
You have
invest
to
in
invest
yourself.
into your career because all the entertainment stuff, all of it requires money. Everything requires money. Even when you're going to work at your like a regular job, you still have to buy things for it, clothes or whatever to wear and stuff like that. So you still have to buy things for whatever you're trying to do. So yeah, definitely. But yes, acting is definitely on my main agenda.
Looks like you got a good start with those 2 auditions.
Oh yeah, I've been auditioning. Actually, my auditions actually picked up more in COVID. I think I auditioned more during COVID than I probably auditioned ever in my whole career. I think I auditioned probably I think I did like over 2,000 auditions, 2,000 tapes.
What? You mean sent the 2,000 tapes out?
Yes, since COVID, yeah.
Well, you know why that was, right?
It's no joke, because we were self-taping and they wanted them like this. And then when COVID kind of chilled, it really picked up. But I tape all the time.
You know why it picked up, right? Because
my energy.
Yeah, that number one.
No.
Energy, under the laws of creation, energy is number one. But what happened in the business, no one was shooting. So all the networks needed content. And if you had some unreleased content, they wanted to edit that. And it was like, they couldn't shoot nothing. So they had to figure out how to get new content in. So yeah, that was a good time to come up. And then the industry, it kind of flipped upside down or whatever during that time.
Well, there was a lot going on.
It was.
So
but now
it
it landed into a whole different thing where if you were set up right, you could take advantage of this new
this new
structure.
wave. But also during COVID, or right before COVID, remember we had a lot of those racial tension issues too. So the colorization issue within the entertainment industry also changed too. They wanted to get more Black faces in production. So that was another thing that started happening. The breakdown started changing. They started opening more doors because more of that bad stuff happened. Right. Yeah. So that helped. It was harmful, but then it helped too.
Yeah. It gave different opportunities opened up.
Yeah. Especially for actors and actresses of color, especially of darker hues. And I'll go there. Yeah. So that helped me a lot. But so I do that. I have a company too. We've been selling these bracelets and waist beads for years, for like over 10 years. They're from Ghana. I don't know if your guests are looking, but they are called Sika Beads. The company is Waist Beads by Sika Beads Incorporated. We're basically Sika Beads Incorporated. But on Instagram, it's Waist Beads by Sika Beads Incorporated. Okay. We do waist beads, and we do bracelets, and we do the male beaded bracelets, and everything is color therapy.
You do necklaces?
We do not do necklaces yet. However, they can be worn on the neck, but we don't do the bigger beaded necklaces like these. But we specialize in the bracelets and the anklets and the waist beads.
For the woman.
Well, no, we have something for the men. Some of my customers, their men put their women's waist beads on their wrists. Oh, that's very sexy, and by the way, man. Just a little. Women like stuff like that because it's like you have a piece of her with you all the time. Yes. And each color represents like a different type of energy. I don't know if you're familiar with color therapy, but certain colors like draw in and take away different things.
In films, the wardrobe artists will tell you every color means something. That gray tie goes with that burgundy. It depends on who your character is or what role you play in that film. You have a different color code for each character. Okay, that's how it draws that image.
So that is color. Okay, this is true. The color therapy that I'm referring to, though, however, that is true too with color. That's a different kind of color therapy. That's like colors, and you're right. So like when a character's gonna be angry, they're wearing like red. Because red is like an angry, loud color on film. It's true, you're right. Everything you're saying, gray is muted, green, they make you wear certain, you're right, everything you're saying. With the waist beads and the jewelry, it's more so the energies that you want to evoke in your life that those colors bring. So like green is like life-giving and balancing.
Okay.
So when you wear the color green, that's because you want to bring that kind of energy to you. Purple is mystical. It's empowering.
Right.
Black helps to banish negativity and to hold off negative things and then accentuate your goodness. White brings balance. So that kind of color.
White balance. That's a thing. You got a white balance.
You focus. I can't with you. But yes, so each color you come back. So each color you wear is gonna bring that kind of energy to you.
What about blue?
I don't remember what blue means offhand. I know purple is focusing.
Right.
I think blue is mystical. I'm not sure. Call me off guard there.
Oh.
I don't have it memorized, but I believe
That just happened.
it's something positive.
Okay.
Whatever it is, it brings a different kind of energy. Yeah, you do have that one blue. I should have known the answer. Oops. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, we're on Instagram, so you can see the color therapy chart and everything there. Yeah.
There's a science in everything. There's a science in everything.
No, there is. And just like there's color and everything. Like you just,
Color.
even when you were, like how you took the color and you put it into the film stuff, that's true. That's like everything in nature too. Like, so like colors important. Yeah, so that is true. It's definitely a science to it. I agree with you. Yeah. And, we didn't talk about the fitness. That was the last one. So, I know, like, dang, what else does she do? What doesn't she not do? Is the question. So, yes, I'm a fitness guru. I do train people online, or I help them in the gym. I'm not like per se like a trainer, but obviously, I mean, I'm a little fit, you know, I do my little thing.
Okay.
But yeah, so I like to help people with fitness too. I'm a gym buff. I go like probably 4 or 5 days a week for like 2 hours.
Wow.
And everybody said, is that a lot?
No,
like,
it's I
like
mean,
5 days a week, 2 hours. That's a lot.
well, no, it's consistent, and you know, you put in the work in. That's what the wow means.
Well, you know,
What gotta do.
fitness is not just for your physique.
Right.
It's for your mental. Mental illness is real.
Mental illness.
So like, and when I say, I don't mean like you're busting. But you know what I mean, like depression, anxiety, those things. So like, working out helps to bring out those positive endorphins in your life. And it helps to just give you that rush. And like after you work out and you're pumped and everything, it's just like, you feel like you can just like conquer the world. You know, like it just brings those happy hormones into you. So that's what I love about fitness and working out. I love cardio, I do a lot of that, and I do weights too, but I love the cardio. It just helps your mind just to go. And I actually use cardio when I have to memorize or prep for a audition. It's a trick. So if you need to memorize something, even if it's not an audition, or your Gary, you're so silly. If not just the breathing, it's actually doing 2 actions at one time. So you trying to read that while you're on the treadmill, it causes your brain to function differently, and it helps you to retain the information better. So you ever see people reading on the treadmill and stuff like that, or doing something? There's a reason. Some of them are actually studying it. So there's research that's been done that says that it's good to do those 2 things at the same time. Like you can be riding a bike and then memorizing your lines. Try it. Try it.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's free. I gave them to you for free.
Well, I'll buy you a coffee or a donut or something.
Donut. We don't do carbs.
You don't do carbs, so it's working out.
Women don't do carbs, period.
But that's good information. It's priceless. You can't buy that.
Yes.
And on that note, we're gonna take a quick break. We'll be right back on the phone.
Welcome to Amber Jazz. Thanks for tuning in. The East. The cargo is being offloaded in Charleston, South Carolina. Greased down, separated for sale. Be control. Children were separated from their mothers, never to be seen again. This indigenous cargo provided intensive labor, which transformed into
Back at it again. That's at tronicvision.com. If you go to Tronic Vision on YouTube, that was heavy. It was a video. It was a commercial, but it was a short video shot by Tronic Vision. It was showing how our descendants of slavery from West Africa all over the world to this country.
Have you ever been to Africa?
No, I haven't. But they were actually heroes. They were heroes to endure what they endured. That's tronicvision.com. You can go check that commercial out. And in a minute, I'll play more of it. As I go on with the show, I'll be playing more of the content. I can only play limited right now. We had a glitch. It's the gremlins again. We got some gremlins that show up every now and then. They snatch our cords. I
think that's the one that steals your song. I don't think I watched it.
Well, they do forwards here,
yeah. When only one comes back.
Yeah, it's crazy.
So you put two in go and dry or something.
Right. So look, what's coming up in the new year, 2023 coming up? What you got going on? What's cooking?
Ask Annico.
Can you cook?
I mean, come on.
Can you cook? Okay, she's from Ghana, so yeah, God.
No, I was born here.
Okay, but you have those roots.
By way of Ghana.
Right.
I mean, of course I can cook. Charlie, what are you saying? I mean, I'm just playing. Yeah, I can cook. I can cook, but I'm not like a foodie, but I do know how to cook.
I got you.
Yeah. Do you know how to cook?
I'm a breakfast pro. Champion.
Oh, I can do breakfast. No,
you said you couldn't do.
No, I didn't want to elaborate.
Okay.
I wasn't trying to go in there. They're like, dang, what else should she do? Because what I'm saying.
Breakfast like that. You got me on the rest of the stuff.
Yeah, no, I can make some mean breakfast. No, that's mine. I love breakfast. I can eat it all day.
You ever had a cornmeal pancake? Gotta go to Murray and Paul's, 12th and Monroe Northeast, DC. Murray, M-U-R-R-Y, and Paul's. If you ever have a cornmeal pancake, you'll never eat another batch of pancake. Murray and Paul's,
I think they close like pancake or something.
It's cornmeal.
Yeah, it's probably
all you need is one, man. Oh.
No, you're doing too much carbs.
Anyway, yeah.
For the new year, there'll be no carbs. I don't know what he's talking about. Cornmeal pancakes. He's trying to freaking sabotage you guys here. I can't do pancakes. Yeah. Then 2023 is going to be Ask Annico. It's going to be filming. It's going to be filming. No, I'm just over here.
Auditions.
Yeah, it's going to be filming, auditions, it's going to be Ask Annico. The fitness brand will be growing. A lot of people, I've been getting a lot of requests for training. A lot. So, I mean, I'm modest, but no, I am. Because I'm not, it's not about how I can't look per se.
But it shows that you
people always ask everywhere, like, do you work out? I'm like, you know what? They say if you enter a place and people ask you certain things or say certain things about you, that's what you're supposed to be doing. So you can have multiple gifts and share them and use them to help others. And that can help to give you multiple streams of income. Just like one of my sisters always says, you can have multiple streams of income and multiple streams of talent. There's no such thing as a jack of all trades and master of none. Mm-hmm. Not in my world. Mm-hmm. Most artists are like multi-talented. Mm-hmm. And if you have to balance it like that. So into the new year, those are the things I'm going to be pushing hard on. I'm going to have some other projects that are not solo projects, but independent projects. I'm writing a project with the Ayanna Van Zant's son.
Okay.
Shout out to Damien Hunt. Beware is what he goes by in the streets. Beware, shout out to Beware. Everybody knows Fix My Life, Ayanna. I know you know her. Who doesn't know her? But so him and I have a project that we're working on, and it should be going into filming next year. So that's going to be great. It's a series. So he has a streaming site that he's launching. He has Carrot Black TV too, so I'm doing something with him.
Okay, great.
That's a reality show.
Okay.
I'm not on it, but I'll be helping him not with that production, but that's just some of the things that he's done, just to know who he is. But so more projects, I'll be doing that. What else have I not told you? I don't know. It's probably the element of surprise. I am also a single mother.
You're a single mother.
Mm-hmm.
No, that's right. I was gonna ask you was single, by the way.
So single.
Single mother.
Which single? Single mom, single mother, or single? Well,
It's 3 different types.
yeah, because are you single? Or are you single? It's different.
That's a song. Go look it up. It's called "Are You Single?" It's by not ABBA. It's,
Are you kidding? Are you serious?
It's a nice song.
Oh my God, I was just
Listen to
joking.
it back in like, ooh, I wanna know. Are you single?
Oh my
That's a
God, I was
bad-
just joking.
Anyway,
That's
so
wild.
can you ask me, my guest and I, what's the, I see the African medallion on your neck, but what's the other medallion you got?
Oh, this one?
Yes.
Okay, so this one here is Ghana.
Okay.
So these necklaces mean a lot too. They were handmade in Ghana. This was made in Ghana, and if you look on the medallion in Africa, that's Ghana right there.
Wow, I got you.
Yeah.
That's it.
A lot of people like ask me for it.
You can't do it.
So they have to buy it off my neck.
No, we don't.
And this one is Ghana. That's the shape of Ghana. And in the middle there, that symbol is called Jinyami. So Jinyami is like, and I don't think it, they can see it. I'm sure you do.
Well, you gotta look.
It's right there. I know you guys can see that. You've seen it before. All those were like Afrocentric or like into Africans. You've seen that symbol. It means only God through God. It's like this equivalent of like a cross. Well, I'm not saying, hey, let me not disrespect you. Equivalent of a cross. That's another subject in itself. But it's like how people wear a cross. We wear that. Some people wear this. But that's what it means. Only God through God. Genuinely.
Where can your fans and my audience find you on your outlets?
Well, you can find me on Instagram at Annico Annan, Anicco Annan, or you can follow the show page at Ask Annico, Askanicco. There's a YouTube channel, the Annico Annan channel. You can see some of my content there. Some of my auditions are up there, my monologues, the Ask Annico videos. Yeah, just like all kinds of stuff about me. Where else can you find me? Of course, I don't know if people use Facebook, but I'm on Facebook too. Annico Annan. I'm on Snapchat. I'm on Twitter. Where else? Hello. Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. Oh, and I got TikTok. Hello. No, just like, I don't care. But I'm on all the platforms. I'm on TikTok too. On TikTok, I do like more fitness stuff on there, but it's cool for anybody who wants like tips and stuff like that.
See, y'all know where to find me.
Yeah, because summer bodies made in winter, so.
Summer bodies are made in the winter.
Yeah.
It's an amazing concept. Maybe I'll do.
Hashtag.
I will wrap up my push-up and sit-ups regimens, I guess.
You look alright.
All right.
Yeah, I'm just playing, girl. You look great.
Well,
You look great.
I want to thank you for coming on the Gary Gulluh Radio Show. And thanks for my guests for watching. Remember, if you want to hear some of my music, that's Smoke D. DC's on Smoke D on YouTube. That's at the club. We got a lot of music. My break is Robbie Gordon's called Miles from Dizzy. That's from Miles Davis to Dizzy Gillespie. That's my break. And we always end with Keep 9. We need a plan. And thanks for tuning in, everyone. And I want to wish y'all well. God bless. And this is Miss. I'm sending y'all some energy.
Rastaman de pan spot, just easy and cool, man. Listen on the song.